ladies and gentlemen, Jen here bringing you another video, and in today's video we're going to be looking at the upcoming DC Comics mobile game in DC Heroes and Villains. Now this got announced at DC Fandom a couple of days ago at the time of this video going up, and it certainly piqued my interest. I'll be going over why in just a second, and to the point where we were making videos on it before we even had the game in hand. So without further ado, let's get into it. If you are liking this content or want to see more DC Heroes and Villains content, I'm planning on making content. How many times did I say content? But regardless, please hit the subscribe button and help the channel out in that regards. Also, if you're liking this video, like button, and if you want to contribute to the comment section on your hype level of this game or what you're expecting or anything you don't agree or want to debate about in the comments, it's down there below in the comment section. Now that's out the way, let's talk about it. Now, when I first made this channel, I was primarily covering mobile games, and then I found myself very settled into a certain match 3 RPG game with a very well-known IP, and that was Sega Heroes, and I absolutely loved that game. I loved the community that it had built. I loved talking to the team. I loved making content for it. I loved diving into the numbers and the characters and making nice little videos here and there and just covering it non-stop. I loved it. Unfortunately that closed down. Very sad about it, but looking at this reminded me of Sega Heroes so much. And a lot of you are probably thinking, when you're thinking about a match 3 superhero game, you're instantly going to say Marvel Puzzle Quest, and I don't think it's going to be like that. It's going to have elements obviously, but I think it's going to have a lot of elements from Sega Heroes. Like, looking at what I've seen so far and what we're going to be talking about, it gets me thoroughly excited, and that's why we're here making the content right now. So before we go into anything, this is coming from Ludia Games. I think they are part of the Jam City family. I think they were recently acquired a couple of years ago, a couple of months ago. I don't know the details, but they're part of that family, and they have a massive portfolio of games. Most recently, Disney had a match 3 puzzle game, and there is a big difference between a match 3 puzzle game and a match 3 RPG puzzle game. Disney Magical something or other concentrates more on the puzzle element and getting stuff for like a adventure park builder. Whether that is your cup of tea, it's a successful IP, it's a great game, it's got a lot of backing behind it, and I can see the same backing in this game just by looking at the trailer alone. And if you are bored of my face, I'll be overlaying that here and there so you can check out that. So I'm very confident in where it's coming from and the love that's going into it, and looking at what we see so far, it looks pretty awesome. So we are going to be going into that. I think I'm going to go over to the Google Play Store first, and we're going to read the synopsis of what we have on the app. Obviously, it starts off with pre-register today and receive exclusive rewards, and we'll be going over that in just a second. The icon has Batman and Joker, so there's 2 confirmed characters there. We're going to be going over all the characters, and just so you guys know, I'm a massive DC fan. Not to leave a debate in the comment section below, but I'm more of a DC guy than a Marvel guy. Bear that in mind if my passion kind of shines through too much. But let's get into it. So, the DC Universe needs you in DC Heroes and Villains, an epic puzzle RPG superhero game. I freezed a little bit there, because do you know when you say match 3 RPG, I always muddle those words up, but it didn't say match 3, that's why it caught me off guard. But collect and train legendary DC icons like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Lex Luther, Harley Quinn, and take on enemies to survive extinction. A mysterious pulse has stripped away all superpowers, and it's up to you to assemble the ultimate super team and fend off this galactic threat. Become the master with your own very team of DC superheroes and supervillains, and prepare for epic battles in this all-new puzzle RPG game. Explore iconic locations from the alleyways of Gotham City to the depths of Atlantis, and prepare for epic battles. Build your own very team of your fan-favorite DC superheroes and supervillains, or both, and become the master in RPG puzzle games and to wipe out your enemy and survive extinction. Strengthen your team and unite with others across the universe. Work together to defeat foes and bosses for awesome rewards and limited time events. Recruit, and then it has like a little bullet point list here. We have recruit and collect over 35 DC characters and build teams for every type of battle. Help your team regain their powers and upgrade abilities to unlock their full potential. Master challenging puzzle RPG gameplay across 152 missions. I'm assuming this is the story. We can get into that in a little bit of detail a bit soon. And also match tiles to create powerful combo chains to activate exciting synergy, melee and ranged power moves from your team. Tap into the super within you in DC Heroes and Villains today. So that's the synopsis. Gets me hyped. You're probably thinking, match 3 puzzle game? Trust me, when the numbers and the synergies come into play, it's very, very exciting. And that's what it's all about today. I've got like a list of characters I feel like are confirmed. Might need your guys' help on a few of them. And we're going to dive deep into the images that we have on the website and see what we are getting. So first of all, we're not going to talk about the gameplay or anything like that. We're going to just look through the images, see what we can dissect, and then go over everything after that. That is the plan. Again, timestamps are going to be in the description box to help you out if you need to get to a certain point of the video. So we're looking at this first image here. We have Batman looking all menacing, and we have like a kind of mock-up screenshot. Let's take this kind of with a pinch of salt that this is kind of like working development. It's like a stock image. It's like a concept image of what the game's going to look like. Obviously it's going to look like that, but mechanics and stuff in between are probably going to change throughout its kind of soft launch and closed beta test. So we can instantly see that it's a match 3 RPG straight off the bat. And it looks like we have 5 primary colors in purple, blue, red, green and yellow. I come from Sega's Heroes. We had 4 hero colors. You could only take 1 of each color to battle. Looking at this image, it looks like you can take multiple colors. There is a character that I don't recognize actually next to Batman's gauntlet. So if you guys, obviously those images are going to be here as well, so you guys can see. There is a hero or villain that's there, and I'm not too sure what that one is. I couldn't get it down to what it might be. But we have Gorilla Grodd, Cyborg, Robin from Teen Titans, and Enchantress. But it looks like Robin and that mysterious character behind Batman's gauntlet are the same hero color, and Grodd and Cyborg are both reds. So that tells me that you can take any heroes up to 5 in battle. I prefer it when you can take 1 of each hero color to battle, because it kind of restricts the synergies and the kind of thinking of how the games work and stuff. But it's not a big deal overall. We can also see that there's a synergy going off between Cyborg and Robin here, and the enemies that we're going against is Enchantress, Poison Ivy and Lex Luther. We also have Enchantress in our team, which tells me there's going to be some kind of cloning or like multiple things implemented in the story. I think in Sega Heroes the story was like there was this evil witch called Dramagen, and she had evil clones of all the heroes and villains. This might follow suit. Obviously the big bad in the trailer was Trigon, so who knows in that front. So that's everything I can kind of get from this image here. It looks like they're in Gotham City as well. Let's go over to the next image, and we can see Wonder Woman there with a kind of whip of truth there, and we can see quite a few of the characters here, and I'm going to list them off as we go along. We have Poison Ivy, we've got Harley Quinn, Lex Luthor, the Penguin. Now, just to the left of Wonder Woman's head, I don't know what that character is. I'm zooming in, and I'm thinking the only vibe I'm getting there is Hawk. I might be wrong, you guys can let me know. Behind Wonder Woman's head, there's a red character, no idea who that might be, but we've got Aquaman, Enchantress. Next to Wonder Woman's hand is Harvey Dent, Two-Face. We have Cyborg, we have, I think that is Cheshire behind Wonder Woman's leg, and then we've got the Flash. These images also connect to each other. I'll have it kind of displayed down somewhere afterwards, because they all kind of match up, and that's the image I'm going up at the moment. So, and we can see on the left hand side of that image, it's the screen from the previous image. So let's move on to the next image. We can see that we've got Beast Boy, Amanda Waller, that mysterious character that I don't know, and Martian Manhunter. And we have a good look at kind of the interface of leveling up your characters. So we can see Aquaman here, Aquaman confirmed. It seems to be that his primary color, or his hero color, should we say, is blue. Though matching other colors seem to contribute to attack. Maybe that's what them other numbers are. I'm just used to, if you match blue, Aquaman would attack. If you match purple, whoever the purple character would attack. That might be different in this game. It seems like blue is his primarily color, so if you want to get the most out of his attack, you want to hit blue matches. But we won't know more until the gameplay. Also, we can see that he's a hero, he's in the Justice League, so there seems to be like subgenres, which kind of opens up the door to kind of doing specific stages for limited time events where you can only take Justice League characters, or you can only take characters from Atlantis, etc. So that's what I usually get from these little kind of abbreviations or groups of certain characters. So hero, Justice League is a blue character and is part of the Atlantis kind of crew. We can also see, like they talked in the synopsis, melee and ranged. So he's got his melee attack, looks like he uses his staff. Ranged attack, he uses the water. He has a passive, and obviously synergy, we can't really go into that, but we can see that he's up to 3-star at the moment. You can max it out to looks like 6-star. To train, I think you can use like generic stuff, and if you want to get a higher number, you use kind of like hero specific. The only reason I say that is because of the Catwoman pre-purchase, the pre-registration award. We'll go into that in detail in a sec. Also, we can see that the character is level 10. We can probably pick an avatar based on a character that we have, which is awesome. There's an energy system, obviously the currency there. Because this is a mock-up screenshot, they have a lot of currency, but we can also see the other currency when we move over to the next screenshot, because we can see that he also has things equipped to enhance his stats, which is nice to see, which I'm going to assume there's 6 slots. And if we go to the next image with Harley Quinn there looking absolutely awesome, the art of the characters is incredible. But we can also see that the top left of that image, we see probably premium currency there, which is good. We can also see in the top right corner that the images of the battle has changed a little bit. So the weaknesses, we could see in the first image it was all circled, but now it's like kind of light and dark, and then blue, red and green, which you see in most RPGs weakness system. So it's interesting to see if that's what we're going to be getting, or if we're going to get from what we seen in the first image. So yeah, and we also got like a poison ivy in the shard icon as well. We will look at that in a few seconds when we look at the Catwoman pre-purchase. So this image here, we can see the Flash kind of hero icon here. We have another battle going on at the moment with Batman, Robin having a synergy attack. So we don't know much about synergies, but I'm assuming it's a powerful attack that you can only pull off at certain times. We also see that some of the gems, the puzzle elements, has been kind of turned to stone. Whether this is related to the debuffs on Grodd and Cheshire remains, but Cheshire's got a lot of debuffs there. But it's nice to have debuffs and buffs. But I'm interested to see how these synergy attacks work. Are they going to have this animation that we can see here where it just says 2 characters synergy, or is it going to have some kind of like little animation? We can also see that there is 2 enemies remaining. They're probably going to get absolutely blown out the water with this synergy attack. And it looks like we have a fast forward button. I'm assuming for probably animations. Whether there's going to be an autoplay, who knows? And that Superman render looks absolutely fantastic. And that is all for the images. There is another image that is up sometimes, and that image is this one, which I don't know where I found this, but it's showing you the Catwoman pre-registration and rewards. We can see the Flash, Lex Luther and Catwoman. And let's just quickly switch over to the Catwoman pre-registration image. here to see what we're going to be getting. So obviously Catwoman portrait, I'm assuming that this is what the heroes, as when all the shards are collected, is. So Catwoman portrait is you've unlocked Catwoman, and it looks like Catwoman is a yellow hero judging by this, or she might be a purple, or she might be maxed out. I don't know what the colors is, but the Catwoman shards are purple, so she could be a purple character. Which could be actually the purple shape, the shapes of the things in the shape of the shape of, yeah, they might be in the shape of the gems. No, they're not in the shape of the gems. My mistake. Getting a bit too excited and over analytical there. But we have Catwoman shards. So obviously each character is going to take shards to unlock. So you can't unlock them outright. Sometimes you can, sometimes you get shards towards them. I guess it depends on the rarity of the character. Also, if you want to level up the star level, I'm assuming you collect more shards until you do that. Credits, so I'm assuming that's the in-game currency and not the premium currency. Now going back to specific training gear, we have Catwoman training gear, so I'm assuming that we can use this on any character to level up their level. But if you specifically use it on Catwoman, you are going to get the max out of that experience gain. That is my guess. You could probably get generic training gear that will only do a small percentage. Maybe there's like a bronze, silver and gold training gear, and then a battle item. I think this might be an equipable, and with this kind of like lightning bolt next to it, maybe it comes with a buff, or maybe they have a chance of doing something certain with her attack. If that's the case, that makes it more interesting. It gives it more layers in the RPG element, and I'm very excited. So get pre-registering and let's get that Catwoman unlocked. So that is covering everything that we have to our disposal, that is out there on the internet. Obviously not very much so far, but I'm going to be covering everything. I do have a list of characters of everything I see so far. It's just that character that kind of looks like Ant-Man I just need help with. But let's read the characters that we have so far. So we've got Batman, Superman, The Flash, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Robin from the Teen Titans, Beast Boy, Catwoman, of course, with the pre-registration, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, The Joker, Martian Manhunter, Cheshire, Lex Luther, Two-Face, Harvey Dent, Enchantress, Penguin, Amanda Waller, and Gorilla Grodd, and then Hawk, question marks. I don't know what that character is. That's what I need your guys' help with. So that is everything, and that's probably around, I think, about 20 out of the over 35, and that kind of leads us into the future of the game when the game hasn't even came out. But DC Comics has a wide array of characters, and just the one character, for example Superman, has so many different versions. Are we going to be going out to the multiverse? Are we going to be getting Kingdom Come Superman? Are we going to be getting Owlman? Are we going to be getting Jay Garrick Flash? There's so many kind of questions when it comes to characters, and it gets me excited, especially with these events. Imagine having a Flash limited time event. You can only use the Flashes, so Kid Flash, Flash, Wally West Flash, and then you have a chance to get Jay Garrick at the end of that. Mind blown, really excited, and I don't want to wallow on for much longer. I think I've covered everything I want to cover, because there isn't much to cover. It's more speculation and kind of go over in the facts that we have so far, and I believe that is everything that I have. I'm just really excited to see what we're going to have and how the story is. Is it something that they're going to extend after the 152 stages, or is it it for the story and then it's just end game and they're going to add stuff, or is it just going to completely rely on the limited time events after you've completed the story? Nevertheless, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section below. I'm thoroughly excited, and I need to end this video because I'm just going to start busting out conspiracy theories and everything that I think so far. But of course, as we learn things, I will be covering it on the channel. Whether I do it straight away or compile it into a bigger video is unknown at the moment, but I hope you guys can join me for the journey. And I think that's everything I need to do. So I need to do the outro. So again, please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more DC heroes and villains content. Let me know that you're hyped for the game, because I certainly am. I am really excited. Really, really excited. I'm going to leave it there. Okay. Thank you for watching the video. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you on the flip side.